work in a suit.
Oh, guess who's buying a new pair of pants? Rolex GMT Master 2 sold for $5,000 plus tax. We're gonna go buy some Ed Hardy jeans?
Hey, what's going on?
The old man just lost a bet.
Sweet.
I haven't made many mistakes in my life. This is not a mistake. This is a fluke.
All right.
Call it what you want to call it. I'm calling you a loser.
All right.
A few days ago, a guy came to me with a Civil War saber, but I was really concerned about the fact that it didn't have an edge. So now I'm going to meet with my buddy Sean. He's going to tell me whether it's real or fake and how much it's worth.
What I love about my job is I get to hold pieces of history that maybe only museums would have. You don't know who held it before. You know, maybe somebody famous, held this and used this to defend himself. These weapons are just cool. Any provenance, any paperwork?
No, I got it from my granddad.
Okay, so what concerns do you have, Rick?
I just want to make sure it was real. I mean, it does look in pretty good shape for being this old.
You know, you just don't find swords like this, in this kind of condition, so I can understand your caution.
I know it looks too good to be true, but there's an expert in there, and he'll confirm it. I feel pretty good. I'm a little nervous about it, but not a lot.
The majority of the reproductions and fakes are coming out of India. If this were to be a reproduction, there's a couple of traits that you look for. The blades have, wavy, pound marks, and they're just horrible. They don't, put the attention to detail, especially in the markings. And there's a couple other little marks here that I want to see. And which, here they are. Here's an H stamped, so that's a great sign.
What's the H stand for?
It's a military inspector. And here also you see the U.S. stamp for that it was definitely military issue.
What about not having an edge on the sword?
This is exactly how they were issued, with a blunt edge. It was really more of a personal preference if you wanted to have a sharpened edge, because on a horse, these swords were held off to the side. And if at a full gallop charge, if you can imagine just clipping people,
yeah,
it would really inflict some damage. Just from the little contact marks that I can see on the edge, that this was actually used. The markings are absolutely genuine. They're exactly what you want to see. So this was definitely a sword that was used in the Civil War.
Sean sure knows a lot about this sword. I'm really happy that Rick brought him in. So Sean, what do you think this is worth?
In an auction setting, I would say anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000.
Great.
All right, Sean, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely, Rick. Anytime.
Am I happy this sword is real? Yes. My only concern now is, how much is it going to cost me?
You like it, don't you?
I like it.
How about $3,000?
How about no?
We know it's worth up to $4,000 at a good auction.
Well, that's just it. He said $2,000 to $4,000 in an auction, which means between $2,000 and $4,000, okay? Which is a crapshoot of what you get.
I follow.
Okay? They'll probably charge you a catalog fee. They'll charge you a 25% auction fee, and the auction won't be for like another 6 to 8 months. So right around a year, you'll get paid. And if it sells for $2,000 after all your fees and everything, you'll get like $1,300.
Well, then why don't we call it $1,500 and everybody's happy?
I'd give you like $1,000 for it. And I think it's a fair price.
All right, let's do the deal.
Okay, thanks.
Right, good. I'm actually pretty happy. I've got $1,000 in my pocket instead of an old sword in the closet at home.
Let's go do the paperwork.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy right now. I got the sword I wanted and at the price I wanted. And that just doesn't happen every day.
Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing the freshly dressed, new and improved old man.
How do you feel, old man, in those nice new pants?
Like a damn fool.